Hello everyone, Spencer here, also known as Screen Speak, and in today's video, this is my official review for Scary Movie 6. So without further ado, let's discuss. Alright guys, so this I am very excited about. I don't know what people are... I honestly don't know what people are smoking. I'm going to allow this because I want to read this article. I'm not going to read it in verbatim, but I'm going to go through this article I have that talks about the references and such in Scary Movie. Now, this isn't specifically a breakdown of the movie. This is just me talking about my honest thoughts, talking about what I love from the different references, because I'm a sucker for this kind of movie. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about my history on this. I didn't grow up with these movies. They've been around since I grew up, but I didn't really grow up with these. I didn't grow up with horror movies. Now, funny enough, I am getting more into comedy. Like, I love to laugh. And the reason I went to see this movie in the theater is to laugh, and I got that. But before I go into specifically why I thought it was funny, I really thought this movie was funny. But not only that, I started watching horror movies in COVID during the pandemic because I wanted to get more into them and, know what the hype was about. Like, I wanted to watch a new genre. I'm not really into anime, so I gravitated more towards horror, and the pandemic was the perfect time to do that. So I did it. I really didn't know about Scary Movie. I think I knew about the zeitgeist, but I didn't really tune into it. I just thought they were more stupid than funny, and there's some to that, but the first two, I feel like it's like the Home Alone franchise, right? Like, you got the first two, which are like the bangers, and then the third one, which is still pretty good, and then the fourth one, you're like, all right, now you're starting to go downhill, and then the fifth one is like, what the hell? Now, this one, I see critics across the board saying, boo, and I'm like, but you got the Wayans brothers back. Like, I think this is the complete opposite of what they tried to do with that sixth Home Alone movie, where it was bad all the way down. Like, I even think it's bad. Like, no, why would you want to watch a Home Alone movie where you're rooting for the robbers and you're not rooting for the kids, you're rooting for the people that, like, the robbers weren't even robbers because the kids stole something from from the couple who were just being tortured by a dumb idiot kid. Terrible movie. But this, you bring the Wayans brothers back, who did the first two, and I like the airplane comedy with Leslie Nielsen in number 3. Works. Has its moments. I don't think as a through line it works, but it has its moments in there. And especially, oh my god, especially Anna Faris doing that your Chinese sucks scene in Scary Movie 4. Oh, it's the funniest. But the movie overall, Scary Movie 4, just isn't great. So when I saw the trailer for this new one, I went, huh, I gotta go watch the first one. Like, I knew about it. Again, I knew about it. I just hadn't checked it out. I saw, actually, a year ago, this channel I watched called Sorta Stupid did a reaction of, like, the first two. Maybe not 3. Maybe it was 3. I don't know if it was 3. But at least 1 and 2. I think it was 3. And so I was like, okay, I checked them out. I went, whoa, pretty cool. So then I watched the first one all the way through, and then I watched those reactions, then I saw the trailer for this, and then I went back and watched the first one. Think it's really funny. I'm going to watch it with my parents this weekend. But I saw the trailer for the new one and went, okay, I know all of these horror references. And not only are there horror references, but there's like other pop culture movies and other related incidents related to this current day and age that are used in this movie that knock it out of the park. Now, there was one joke, specifically a White Chicks reference that is mentioned, that I will talk about later, that I didn't get, because I had never seen White Chicks, but I asked the person next to me, and they're like, oh, it's from White Chicks. I'm like, oh, which is a Wayans Brothers movie. Makes a lot of sense now. But not that I didn't think it was funny, I just didn't get it at first. But it's funny in the time that it happens. So I just love all the references that they put in there. So let's get to it. So the first one that is the most obvious is Scream, because of the first one that they parodied, Scream, with Ghostface. And I like this. I didn't realize, I thought they brought the Ghostface thing back in other ones. I really thought that they did bring Ghostface back, in the Scary Movies. But I guess in the first one, he was only the prominent Ghostface was there. But I like them bringing Ghostface back, because like, as much as I don't like the Scream movies, they are popular. I would have killed to see Michael Myers, appearance in there, but I want them to continue making Michael Myers movies. I die on it. I love that franchise more than Scream, not more than Evil Dead, because I love Evil Dead. They should do another scary movie with Evil Dead and Michael Myers. Anyway, I digress. But they did Scream. They parodied Scream 6, which I think was honestly genius, because they parodied Jenna Ortega with the girl being Tuesday. Just clever stuff like that. And then the guy who plays the Jack Quaid character that also does like the Sinners reference, the vampire, the Jack O'Connell vampire guy. Oh my gosh, he's spot on for both roles, and it is nuts and uncanny how good he looks in that. So they pull off this Scream 6 plot line, which is awesome because I knew the moments that went along in sequential order. And I was like, yep, I know what's going to happen here. I know what's going to happen here. And I had never watched the first Scream. I take that back. I know the cold open that happens in Scream with Drew Barrymore, but beyond that, I couldn't tell you watching the first scary movie that I have seen the first scary movie, and I'm going to assume that that's the events that happen in the first Scream, but I don't know that. Like, I'm just watching the first scary movie going, whoa, this is funny. But it's still funny, and I think this new one's funny. So they parody Scream 6 in the plot sequences of that movie, but they parody Ma when the movie Ma with Octavia Spencer, when the daughter of Regina Hall goes, "You look like Octavia Spencer," so that's referencing that. Anna Faris' character is supposed to look like Jamie Lee Curtis from Halloween, more specifically the Halloween 2018 when she's in the abandoned cabin. So that's really cool. They do a great Wicked reference when Jack Quaid, the impersonator of Jack Quaid, goes, and then the glass breaks. Oh my god, it was so good. Literally, the best part, like, if they had referenced Wicked for good, I probably would have hated this new scary movie, but I'm glad that they did a good reference, because that's a good song. I like Defying Gravity. Or is it even from Yeah, it's from Defying Gravity, so good pull. Sinners, like I mentioned, him as Jack, when they show up to the house, and it all just looks like sinners, and it's like, here to do some gay crap. It's like, why half gay crap? It's like, why half gay? It's so good. Such good. And they do a John Wick thing at the end with a fighting style, similar to the Matrix thing at the end of the first one. Oh, just so good. And the weapons, the clock flickers from 818, and he eats the bag of weed. Guy eats all the bag of weed, and the kid, they say, "Where's all your weed? Your good candy, your weed candy." It's in the trick or treat bag. Like, no, that was my stash. And all the kids are running from weapons at 2:17 a.m. and the kid says 6'7". Kid's like, "I'm so high." Kid says 6'7", and then the kid gets hit by the thing and flies over the moon. Oh, gee, great. It's great stuff. Get Out. This is where I mentioned the Tuesday, the Wednesday parody, the Jenna Ortega girl. Oh, so good. The girl who looked like Jenna Ortega in this movie is so good, because she looks like Anna Faris' character from the first movie, but she also looks like Jenna Ortega and Wednesday, because her name's Tuesday in this film. It's just the most clever thing ever. And not only do they do a Get Out reference, but the transition from the Get Out parody scene to what's next, because he's getting crying like the scene in Get Out, but then he's high. So what happens? He's like, "Oh, I'm on a trip. I'm going to a K-pop Demon Hunters trip," and it's like just a parody of K-pop Demon Hunters with lyrics about being high and smoking. I'm like, this is hilarious, because I love that movie, and them parodying it. It's just so good, in my opinion. It's just it made me laugh. And they do an It Follows thing. I'm so glad I watched this movie not in preparation for this. I watched it a couple months ago. It Follows is a nod to when Cindy joked about a title and a play on words and a meta reference. I tried to run too, but it follows. And they also have this thing, it has to be the same exact thing here, where the guy is referencing they had intercourse in a car, and it was exactly like the car from It Follows, and the girl's like, "Yeah, I was just spraying water everywhere." This is such a raunchy movie I'm talking about on this channel, by the way, but I've seen people talk about it other ways. I've seen people talk about it on other channels, but it's just like there's water spraying throughout the car, and oh my god, it had to be a reference to It Follows. But there's 2 references to It Follows in this movie, in my opinion. But K-pop Demon Hunters, it was hilarious to see that happen. Terrifier, honestly, if I could rank scenes from this movie, this has to be number 1. I love the Terrifier movies. Never seen the first one. I probably will watch it this fall. But I love 2 so much, and then I love 3 for the Christmas vibes. Can't wait for 4. But what they did here was genius. And I didn't know that the guy that they got to play him, I don't see the name. But, you know, the guy that they played was a makeup dude, or not a makeup dude, played a creature, like got prosthetics in Stranger Things, season 4. And he was Santa Claus, and he does flashback of, you know, Anna Faris and her daughter in this movie going, I didn't know this, how you're going to find out that Santa was fake. That being, then Terrifier shows up as Santa Claus. It's a scene where Santa Claus is at the mall, and the daughter's younger, Anna Faris' daughter is younger in this flashback. And it's like, in the trailer you go, Mom, Santa gave me a severed arm. Make sure to thank him. And then all the kids get random body parts, like a little set of balls, ball sack, and it's hilarious. It's just so good. And, my God, it's just, obviously you see it in the trailer, but the way the flashback flows, I'm like, genius. Genius stuff. I couldn't, I didn't mean to go into an ad. I know what you did last summer, the What Are You Waiting For scene, they recreate that. And I like how they did it as well, with the girl, with the daughter doing it. Like, no, sweetie, you're not doing it right. You know, it didn't just come off like, well, we've done this before. It kind of did, but in my opinion, it didn't, so that's me. I love the substance reference. This is where we get into the White Chicks reference, where out of the body first drops Epstein files, and then crawls out the woman from White Chick, Marlon, the Wayans character from White Chicks. So instead of the substance, it's called the stuff. And she's like, oh, the woman in the chair is like, that's a lot of stuff. Like the Ghostface puts on a mask, like a COVID mask, and whoa, a mask on a mask. I see I like what you're doing. And it's just called the stuff. And it's just like, I love the substance. So a movie I love, like Terrifier, Substance, Get Out, Weapons, Sinners, movies that I love being impersonated, great. White Chicks, there you go. Michael, this is the one that didn't vibe for me. I really wish they took the Michael one, left that as the advertisement for Michael, and put Backrooms into this movie, which was honestly at the same time, like just a week or so, I wish they kept Backrooms, because they said they were going to do Backrooms. They did like a Backrooms advertisement. I wish they put a Backrooms thing in there. I wish they put Squid Game in there. They had a Squid Game, and Smile, they referenced Smile, which I think that Smile 1 and 2, Will Smile's movies came out, and they referenced it. They said, stop smiling. It was like, you're gonna die, which was great. It said, stop smiling. So I love both the Smile references in this movie. Candyman was a treat when he's like, Candyman. He's like, do you have any candy? Yeah, I got these types of candy. Dude, your face looks terrible. Like they had a M3GAN reference. I just loved everything they paired. Long Legs with the guy from Scary Movie 2 with the shorthand to go nee. Long Legs. Nosferatu at the end was it Black Ferratu, or what was it? Brosferatu. We played with Michael Jackson. They were played it with that. So yeah, that was all the references. And in the Long Legs scene, they had they spoofed what's his face? Jordan Peele. I think it was supposed to be Jordan Peele because his movie was so bad. The Him movie last year was so bad. Oh man, it was really funny. They're like beating up Jordan Peele, and I was like laughing it up. So and they also had a Final Destination reference at the beginning that I laughed hysterically at, because there was this roller coaster. It was like, oh, and also Tamron Hall at the beginning of the cold open was like, Viva la Revolution, from one battle after another. And it's like, oh yeah, Ghostface was like, you didn't win the Oscar. She's like, I won the Golden Globe, and just attacked him. It was like this Avengers moment. So many good things. I could talk about this movie forever. I was just having a good time laughing in the audience, laughing in the theater with the crowd, the row next to me. I just had a great time. And these references, like you might think, oh well, the references, like there were like things like ChatGPT, AI, the Epstein files, things like that, saying 6-7, things like that being referenced to this movie. There were lots of great lines. And I just want to watch this movie again. Like I said, I'm going to watch the first one with my parents this weekend. And whenever the new one comes out, available to watch, I'm watching it with them. My dad, I know, would get a kick out of it. He's like, I don't know all the horror references. Fair. I just love comedy, and this one really resonated for me. Unlike the Naked Gun last year, which I had a good time seeing with my dad, I didn't quite understand the ending of it. Yes, it's a comedy, but I think him and Pamela Anderson got together in the end, but it just kind of like ended like that. In my opinion. It ended too quickly, and the jokes didn't all land. At the end of this movie, I felt like, yeah, I got what I wanted the whole time. Except for that Squid Game thing. I think they could have taken out Michael. I leave this at a 4 out of 5. I think if they had changed some things around. But that ending with Anthony Anderson and Shaquille O'Neal, genius with adding like, well, we came for Scary Movie 3. And the Wayans brothers, why didn't we come back for 3 and 4? But you did, Anna Faris and Regina Hall. Like, what's up with that? It's like, it was so meta, and I loved it. And not that every line was crossed, like they said in the tagline, but I really loved what they put in there. I think they took some stuff out that might have been too political, but everything they put in there, it could offend some people, and I think that's why some people are mad, because it may have offended them. But for me, I really enjoyed it. Really funny. It's in my top 5 movies. It's in my top 10 movies of the year so far. Don't know if it will be in there once we get to the halfway point, the end of this month. I got Toy Story, Disclosure Day, Masters of the Universe coming up this Friday, so stay tuned. And Supergirl. Not excited for Supergirl. We'll have to wait and see what I think about it when I walk out of the theater. So this is a 4 out of 5 stars I give on Letterboxd. It's a A-. It's an A-, but still good. I really thought it was hilarious. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm, watch the screen. Let me know what you thought of Scary Movie in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Did you go see it? Did you laugh at it? Have you seen any other ones? Were you not a fan of this trailer? I want to hear your thoughts. Leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm, watch the screen. Peace out, everyone. Bye.